Hello everybody, welcome back to some Liquor Store Simulator. I am going to try and see what we can do. As you saw last time we left off, there's a product license I want to get, there's replenishment we need to do, and I just need to make sure that everything is going to come in looking good. I never thought of water as being a soft drink, but perhaps that is actually its classification. I mean, it's probably the softest of the soft drinks, but also hard water exists, so who knows? Anyway, alright, let's just look through these and see how much about this is going to cost, because I know we got some major replenishment we need to do. Spirits, yeah, these guys are going pretty quick. I might actually need to, you know, throw those out a little more. Alright, how much is that going to cost me? $9.30, so I cannot buy a product license this time, but we've saved money on the advertising cost, we've saved money on everything else. So we'll move through this day pretty quick, and then by the time we do, that'll be pretty good because next day we can get the product license and have plenty of money to just do whatever we need to do. You know, because it was going to be kind of tight anyway. So I'll try to move through this day pretty quick. I know the days are a little long. Actually, you know what I could do? I could probably just replenish straight from the truck. Open the store and let's go. Yeah, that's not a big deal, I wouldn't think. I mean, it's not like they give us reviews on how long they have to wait around for their, you know, bag of chips and bottle of freaking beer or whatever they're getting. Bottle of beer. Dude, I am the worst when it comes to drinking. Like, I don't drink ever, really. And so, it's always just weird for me to talk about that kind of stuff. It's always been, like, a taboo subject anyway, but you know, just drinking or smoking or anything like that. And I've never been about that life. Not that, like, you know, again, people do whatever you want to do. I don't care, you know. As long as you're not self-destructing or anything, it is what it is. But for me personally, I'm just like, you know, I can't afford to spend money on something that I truly just do not need in my life. You know, and I'm so bare bones with this stuff. Which, it's not a bad thing, you know. And I would highly encourage everybody in their life, you know, when you're younger, like, just enjoy life when you can, but just think about enjoying life as responsibly as possible, too. I don't talk about it often, because, again, I don't, you know, I'm not going to tell you all what to do with your lives or anything, but I don't know, there's just so many instances of people I know and have cared about that have just, you know, they just think that's how it is for the rest of their life, you know? And I think that's a big problem with addiction and stuff, is a lot of people are kind of getting rooted in that thing where it's like, oh, that's just who I am, that's just how I am. And it doesn't necessarily have to be either, you know? Like, if it's not, I mean, you know, there's a lot that goes into it, and I'm no expert, of course, but I do know that, just setting yourself up in the best possible spot for the rest of your life is pretty important. It's easier said than done, of course. But I'm sitting here, like I say, I had opportunities to do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I was just like, you know what? I'm saving my money, I'm doing my thing. And I've talked against, like, how I've lived, too, though. Like, I've definitely said that I've made plenty of mistakes where it's like, dude, there were times in life when I missed out on some great things and some great times because I didn't take a chance and I was working. But I feel like missing out on something positive with something that's positive is okay. Missing out on something potentially negative for something positive could have dramatic effects. So, you know, again, not preaching, not sitting here telling you what to do or anything like that, but it just makes you think all the time, you know, like that Butterfly Effect movie, you know, what if I do this? What happens? What if I, you know, take this pill or drink this beer, or whatever, you know, again, nothing's probably going to really happen anyway, but it's such a weird, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Like, seriously, I'm not in any mood either. That's the thing. Like, I think I'm just saying stuff, which is typical. I mean, that's what I do. I just get up here and I say shit. But I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on these kind of things. Because, like I said, I was never opposed to drinking. I was never like, oh, I'm better than all of you for not doing this or that. Like, I'm not better than anybody. I just didn't do it. I just wanted to save money. Cheap. Now it comes to food and stuff, like I'll tell you straight up, like that's my version of alcohol and drugs, man. That stuff is just ruining everything. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just it's tied to so many good memories, and there's, you know, it's so accessible where I live, and it's even more accessible years later where I live now, you know. That's the only thing I can think about, and it's just something that's always in my head. It's not even a beauty thing, you know. It's not even like, oh, I need to be this or I need to be that, or like the beauty standards or anything. It's just like, no, I just want to save money, and food's expensive. Like, if I could eat less, I would do it because I could eat less, not because I need to look a certain way or act a certain way. Everything is just so tied to money with me when it comes to like saving and stuff, which is so funny because I'm so like quick to, you know, throw it at somebody or, you know, something that I care about. Like, you know, you need something and I have the money, I'm dropping it in a heartbeat. It's just how I've been. And I even said that when it came to like losing the job a little while ago. I would have been in a great position had I just saved a lot of the money that I made. But I didn't. I just spent it. I was like, oh, this person could use a hype train. Yeah. Oh, I could start the hype train myself because I can jump onto another account and, you know, I can freaking donate to their cause and I can do this and that. And it's just like, man, you know, I again, being naive, didn't think I would ever lose a job because I never was ever in danger of losing one. And I talk about that all the time. I know I do. It probably gets old hearing, but we're just connecting threads together, y'all. We're just connecting threads. I've always wanted to be somebody that could help, like, motivate people to do the right thing with their life and their finances. And it ends up being me just saying, like, well, I did this. Maybe you should do the opposite of what I do. Oh, yeah, I guess you should do the opposite of what I do here, too. And it's like, good God. Was there ever a time when I just did the right thing with finances? Because, you know, I talk about all the time how, you know, I just used to work constantly. 2 full-time jobs for many, many years. And it's like, what do you have? I mean, I have a house, but, you know, I'm living, like, less than paycheck to paycheck at this point. Again, not to feel bad or anything like that. It's not like I'm saying help me or poor me or anything, because I'm really not. I'm enjoying life, and I could just work if I needed to. So don't feel bad. But I'm going to be honest about it at the same time. You know, it's like, what's it called? Aaron Hansen always talks about when he was doing animating and stuff, and he was, you know, super poor and in Florida and everything like that. And, you know, they were really tough times, but those were times when he was super eager and motivated and excited about the future. And, like, yeah, they were really tough, but they force you out of your comfort zone and make you better. So I'm, like, not even really opposed to how I'm living right now. I'm like, you know what? This is good. This'll be a good thing to talk about once we figure out a solution or make it happen or whatever the hell happens here, you know? Dude, I'm telling you, this game just brings out the strangest conversations, but I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. You know what I do a lot? I say man a lot. I say man or dude a lot when I'm not actually talking about, like, gender. That's just what I say. Like, yeah, man. It's like when, you know, like, girls call each other bro. You know, they don't mean, oh, you're a guy, you know? Oh, come on, dude. I can't fucking put this back because... That's alright, you know what, I got an idea. We'll do the deliveries and then... Oh. Not like this. I don't even know why the prices change if, you know, they're just the suggested price. It's like, you know, just... What's the point? Because if you go higher, customers complain. If you go lower, you're wasting money. It's not like some of the simulator games where you have like a little ebb and flow with it. You can kind of do something here or there. Make it a little less or more. We got deliveries. Let's take these. Any coconut liqueur? Of course there isn't. Man, all this stuff and there is not one. God, that is so frustrating, dude. It's alright. We'll sell some and then it'll be okay, you know? Now, I've noticed I'm not running out of product, but I am getting very close to being out on the shelf. So either get a replenisher or just keep an eye on it real good. $16. What a weak delivery. What a weak delivery. Also, even after the deliveries, we're definitely going to do a little overhaul on the store, because I've been talking about it for a couple of parts now, and it's like, let's just get this thing going. Even if we have to break it up into the next part too, like, I'd rather not hold off on it. Oh, man. Also, if you guys, you know, and I talk about this all the time, but if you guys want to, like, drop in what you all are working on, anything fun or exciting, like, please do. This is a very creative, friendly space, and I know it's not really talked about or shared as much on YouTube as it is on, like, Twitch or Twitter or wherever, because even if those spaces aren't super inclusive when it comes to talking about creating, there are a lot of places and it's a lot easier to, but, like, yeah, I don't see it ever on YouTube, and y'all feel free to, you know, drop in what you're working on, any special videos you're doing, anything like that. It's never an issue. Alright, let's take a look at these, what are they called? Upgrades. That's the glassware. We don't have space for doing anything crazy with the glassware unless we line up the shelves on the wall. What is it looking like right now? Yeah, we could actually do that if we wanted to, line up the glassware. Let's see. Another thing I want to look at. How's this looking? The cheese is getting a little lighter there, so we could potentially pull the cheese. Yeah, you know what we could do? We could potentially pull the cheese. How many rows could I get out of this? Okay, just one of those. Oops. Oh, there's a lot of beer, though, I think. Are there 3 beers, maybe? I don't remember. I'm going to just put this back and see. I think, actually, there might just be 3 beers. That's not too bad. Although it's going to be uneven amounts of cheese now, but we can just do 1 row, maybe, if we need to. I guess let's just look at the upgrades and see what's up. Where the hell are they? Why is it always such a struggle for me to find? We could do another wine rack, potentially. The spirits, huh? That's a lot of money, though. Good God. See, the beer is cheap. And the snacks and glassware are cheap, too. I definitely want to do the beer. I think this is just important. Just get this knocked out. And where are you? Just do an order on those real quick. The problem here is that this cheese... I don't think I have a box for that one yet. No, not yet. I'll do an entire row up top. Like this. It's just one. Of course, it's just one. Why wouldn't it be? How many of these can I pull out? Oh, not all of them. Damn. Alright, so what we're going to have to do then is just kind of drop that there. Basket this one. And just keep it going. Yeah, because these guys can now fit here. And I don't think I have a lot of space back here either, which is quite a shame, but we'll put them on the floor for now. So we're kind of doing everything as bare bones as possible. But we got the product license, and we'll kind of work it in as needed. Expansions are something that might happen soon, too. There we go. Yeah, because if we could... man. I know expanding the the storeroom, Jesus Christ, is not super attractive, but that'll help us do some stuff for the future. So I think that's kind of what we got to do. Let's do some supply orders here. And yeah, the warehouse is always the lifeblood of, you know, for everything we do. Dude, I am like having a fucking stroke or something. I don't know what my words are doing. They're just falling out of my face. What is going on with me? Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I mean, words were just literally rolling off of my face, and I did not know what was happening. You know what? I gotta do replenishment before I order stuff. But see, now what I'm gonna do is grab a couple of extra shelves, and we can give us a lot more space back here, and a lot more clearly defined product area. The wine. Where do you go? Right there? Perfect. Yeah, because we can do a wine shelf, a beer shelf, snack shelf, glassware shelf. And it's not even going to matter that much because we won't need all of that space immediately, but I do love how we're progressing through this game. Feels pretty good. We'll do the replenishment now, and then we'll just pick it up next time, and it'll be more store organization and creating the back house space a little bit better. Replenishment might be a little tougher to do because I don't know if I'll have the money for it, but we'll see. We shall see. The burr. And again, I like to do this myself as long as I can in any of these games because if you start hiring people, you're just going to be spending money on stuff you don't really need to do. So if you can multitask and do it, like, that's awesome. Also, the workers kind of get in the way. I've had a number of issues where I'll be trying to, like, fix something and the worker just comes out of nowhere. You can send them on break and stuff, but, like, you know. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you do be forgetting. Alright, do a little of that. Yeah, that was just such an expensive, like, thing. You make money in this game quick, though. I've definitely noticed you make money quick in this game, so that's nice. We're getting closer to our big loan, also, level 15 loan, and that'll be real nice to get. Alright, I think that's everything replenishment-wise. There's that on the floor there, but we're going to work on that later. Let's go through and do an order again. Yeah, okay. Just make sure that we have everything in stock that we need. It's looking like it. This, I just don't know if I want to keep ordering that because it's so expensive. I guess I have to. I won't yet. I can't. This one. The wine is going pretty quick. Spirits. Accessories, yeah. Two of each of those. How's that looking? Oh my god, I can't afford it. So the back of house, I can't really do a whole lot about this time, but that's okay because what we're gonna do is then, here, I'll just take that down. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, we'll do this. We'll replenish everything, put it out. Back of house can just be on the floor until we can afford the shelves, and we'll be able to afford the shelves next time. So, not a big deal. Guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Please take care of yourselves, be well, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, y'all.